Hello everybody, it is Joel and John from Silver Arrow Cars, and this beautiful car is our 1972 BMW 2002 A4 Alpina Triubute. And we've just done our driving video, and here we are with it. We're going to walk around the car and show you the bits and bods and the condition of it, anything that we need to point out. Crucial that you watch the video beginning to end if you are bidding on the car or if you just want to educate yourself. John is going to walk through, as he is our resident BMW guru, and just show you the little bits and pieces. He spent tireless amounts of time researching it and finding out everything specifically about this car, yeah, we're just going to walk you through it now.
Thanks, Joel. So as Joel's talked about, the car started off as a TII and it's had a whole series of Alpina components installed onto it. So let's take a look on the inside, Joel. As we look at the interior, it's got the Alpina seats, Alpina steering wheel, Alpina shift knob. It's had a replacement carpet kit installed, very high quality. Just show you how the seats function here. Lift forward, tilt forward. Overall condition of the seats is quite nice. Leather seats in the rear, which are matching to the front seats. Rear panels are extremely nice.
And these buckets are Alpina buckets, correct?
Correct.
That have the horsehair stuffing?
I don't know if they would actually have the Gummihaar as they used in the stock seats, but they're well supported.
Quite nice patina on them.
Yeah, so very comfortable seats. Steering wheel is an Alpina steering wheel. It shows a few stress cracks on a couple of the splines. The fit of the leather in your hand is phenomenal. Holds really well. Dash is in very nice shape. There is a couple of spots that we've noticed. I'll come in from the other side. Not uncommon with the two-piece dashes to get a small bit of stress cracking. We have a very small piece started here that could be treated. And I believe we also have one just down in here around the gauge. The overall chrome is in nice shape. The console is in pretty decent shape. There's a couple of spots, again, for someone if they were looking to improve the overall look and feel. The small little vinyl rip here. There's a little small dent here. The e-brake rubber has a small crack in it. But as you can see, the overall appearance of the interior is quite nice. Headliner is in nice shape.
Tim and I called it about an 8 out of 10, which I think is probably pretty accurate. The things that you're pointing out are important to point out to anybody that's taking delivery, obviously sight unseen, but the overall condition is very high.
Yeah, I think one of the things to look at too is also like condition of the door panels. The door panels are exceptional. I removed this door panel to put a new rubber around the door handle. They're new reproduction door panels in excellent shape. Some of the knobs show a bit of wear, but all the functions are there. The windows move up and down nice and easily. Door handles, the releases are nice. Overall quality of the door rubbers is very high, so they've all been replaced at some point along the time. Door covers, the sill covers are in nice shape. The rocker cover is in nice shape. The rubber is all in place. Door pieces are all, trim pieces are all there. The overall chrome on the car, again, I would put the chrome, Joel, if you're using a rating scale, at about 9 out of 10. I think the overall chrome going around, there's 10 pieces altogether as the 2002 crowd knows. So the overall chrome level is extremely high. The bumper quality is great. And show the drip rails are in nice shape. We can show that in a sec. Bumpers have the European covers on it. We have a rear braking light. We have the bumper mounted license plate lights. Embossed badge. Obviously the TII emblem. The overall quality of the round taillights is phenomenal. The glass is in great shape. We have a locking gas cap. We have the 13-inch Alpina wheels.
All of which look like they've been refinished. I wouldn't say the wheels are perfect. You can see a couple little marks in this guy here, and there's a little bit of light pitting, but from 5 feet away they look great.
Yeah, and I think some of the other things we should point out is the overall quality of the doors are in phenomenal shape. We have found, for example, there's a little paint notch here that you can probably just see. Joel will pop open the engine in a sec, Bay. You can see a little scratch here. And we have on the nose, on the very bottom of the nose, a little bit of rust showing. It's really hard to see, but a little bit just erupting right down here with my finger.
Yeah.
Right in this area here, and a couple of chips. Overall quality of the nose, overall is in very high condition. You can see we've got the European turn signals, we got the front fog lights. The grill pieces are all exceptional quality. The kidney grill is in phenomenal shape. Finding a nice kidney grill these days is hard.
Bumper's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's in great shape.
The rubbers all look really nice. I think it's probably important to mention it's going to be in the auction as well, but it's got a matte PPF film covering the entire hood. And I don't know if it's not on the upper doors, but
inside we have extremely tidy engine bay. As you pan over, we can see some of the items that we've pointed out in the description that you'll be able to read in terms of the Alpina components that have been added. So we're still showing our battery tender here on here. We've re-cored the radiator. It had a small leak, so we put a new re-core in, and also
John, I'm just going to pause you for 1 second. Just stay where you are. Sorry about that. Continue.
Small technical glitch.
Yeah.
Just pan over on the nose. Often what people are looking for is to see whether or not it has a TI nose without the air breather in it, and of course we have that. So we have the exhaust headers from Alpina. Again, the overall quality is very tidy. The battery tray is in great shape. New firewall cover had been installed at some point. In the description, we will show pictures of the serial number on the engine. It is a remanufactured BMW block. Carries a 2-liter E21 head from 1981. But overall, extremely tidy and a great driving car, as I think you'll probably have experienced from watching Joel and Tim drive the vehicle.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It's a really fun car to drive. The 5-speed transmission is certainly a welcome option.
Well, I think,
especially for highway cruising.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, having the Getrag 5-speed is a real nice add-on, and I think that's what you're seeing with this particular car, is a lot of additions put into the car that a BMW enthusiast would look to have, and some rare components as well. Alpina did not produce a lot of extra components when they were doing this back in the 70s, so finding some of these bits and pieces, as people know, is quite hard to do. Again, you know, when you're looking at the condition of the body, looking at the seams on the hood, they're all exceptional. The right fixtures used to put the chrome on at each of the corners. Again, the quality of the fit and finish, sorry for the helicopter in the background, but the quality of the assembly is quite high. We'll go into the trunk. Trunk rubber is in good shape. The panels are in good shape. Some evidence possibly, and again, without picking away at it, that there might have been some repair to this particular shock tower. If you look closely, you can see a bit of ridging in here, in this area, that might suggest that there was some repairs done here. But overall, the condition looks quite good. The trunk lid is in exceptional condition. We'll pop the one panel down here. Spare tire and its components. So we have a 5x13-inch steel wheel.
That all looks really good.
Yeah, overall I think that it's a car that an enthusiast could really enjoy. There's some additional tinkering that could be done, additional mods that could be added to make it fit that person's individual tastes, but overall it's got a lot of really unique components on it. The super muffler system, the alloys, the overall stance of the car is great. As you know, the driving is great. Even down, having both the left and right mirrors on the car, European turn signals, all in great shape. Anyone who's had to purchase these items individually for their car can appreciate the cost associated with that. So I think you can see somebody that's had this car has only tried to put the best items onto the car, Joel. The proper BMW windshield rubbers and chrome inserts. The drip rail, as I mentioned, is in phenomenal shape. Suggest new drip rails rather than used drip rails put onto the car. A little bit of scoring on the B-pillar chrome.
So all this, all the paint, I believe the hood and then the nose, here's the edge here, has paint film protection or paint protection film on the front of it.
Also in some of the high areas where often you'll see, because of the latch on the BMW hoods when they close, if they're not adjusted properly, so it's also been applied here, which prevents any of the marking that I often see even in freshly painted cars.
Yeah, it's in quite good shape. It presents extremely well. Makes quite an impression on anybody that sees the car. We just went to the Porsche dealership and to a couple other dealerships here in town, and people are walking out of service bays, want to ask about the car and see about it. And I would say the same thing when it arrived to us, is that it makes quite an impression in not surprisingly, but maybe well, maybe a bit of surprise. When we drove it, it's just a lot of fun to drive. We've had a couple customers very interested in it, and we're working still with them, but it is just a fun car to drive. It's got a lot of spirit. The low first gear and the 5-speed transmission make it really fun for driving. It's not bad around town at all for start and stop. If you're taking it to a show or Cars and Coffee, and it has a great sound to it too. The suspension, being that it's lowered, if any, I'm sure most of you have owned a car that was lowered previously. Maybe let's lower the hood. If you've had a car previously that was lowered, I know I have, and it looked good, but and didn't drive very well. This car drove really well. We took it down a very bumpy road, and no weird rattles. It handled really well. No tires rubbing in the wheel wells. I was sitting in the back. I'm 220 pounds. Yeah, handled great. It was a really fun car. Driving some 70s 911s, I'd say as far as a fun factor, this stacked up very well. So hope this answers most of the questions you have. I'm sure there's going to be more. You can certainly use the contact seller button and ask us anything directly. We do encourage you to pick up the phone and call us. We're happy to take phone calls, and in fact we encourage it. And then you can certainly put something in the comments section as well. We will be happy to answer them. The car is being sold on a Washington State title, out of Washington State, Blaine, Washington, which is where you can pick up the car. And if you'd like help with shipping, we can certainly help you, which we've done for pretty much all the cars we've sold on Bring a Trailer. Rarely do people not take us up on that offer. So please bid with confidence, ask us any questions that you might have, and enjoy. Thank you very much.